If you can hold them down here, we can eliminate that interception.
Give straight up the gut. On the carry was Frandon. Picked up maybe 2 or 3. But here's the key play right here. 3rd down and 6.
Well, they're spread out now.
Depends on the mark. Fraden on the carry.
I'm calling the first. Oh, they're moving the sticks.
It is the first down, yeah. Big play right there by Eastern to get out from their own end zone, but also pick up the first down and prevent the punt. Rolling right as heck. Fires deep down the center of the field. Mangin's there. Makes the interception at the 43. Mangin to the right side. Mangin inside the 25. And Mangin is going to be knocked out of bounds around the 23 with the marker down. And you could see he was just waiting and saying to himself, don't drop this ball, because it was coming right to him.
He saw that play from the snap. He did a great job of flipping his hips and getting deep, and he was reading that from the point.
Let's see if we can see that again. Bryce Mangin, not just a quarterback, but an excellent safety as well.
And that's to show some more of his athleticism right there. I mean, he high pointed the ball even though no one else was around. That's a good technique. I didn't see what the penalty was.
Balls move back outside the 35 to the 36-yard line. Did not see what the marker was either, but you could assume it's probably a block in the back or a hold on the interception return.
Right. I would go right for the juggler right here. I wouldn't even go back to our regular offense. I would go a double move or even just down the sideline right here, Coach, right now.
I mean, Hill had his man beat clearly on that last interception. First down from the 37-yard line of Eastern. Markers again.
Yeah.
False start against RV. 5-yard walk-off. Back to the 42-yard line. So now 1st and 15 for the Red Devils.
For the Red Devil offense.
You saw earlier in the game, RV is changing his snap count, all right, and it's flustering Eastern a little bit, but that time it's the victim of its own game plan.
From the 42, 1st and 15. The toss to Ty Matlock, and he fumbles the football, and now it's going to be recovered by Eastern in RV territory.
If you can see that again, that was an odd pitch. I mean, normally when you want to pitch it back, you want to flip it so your thumb is down, and you want to get some height on it. He had a two-handed push pass, what it looked like, and went straight to the ground.
Yeah, Mangin was hustling to try to get on it, but to no avail. Coming up, the jump on it was Emil Davis for Eastern. So back-to-back turnovers. First by Mangin, actually back-to-back. Sorry about that. The interception by Eastern, the interception by Mangin, and now the fumble by Matlock. Off the right side, the give for a couple to the 45.
It's interesting. Rancocas Valley field hockey team just won their sectional title yesterday, and they had to change a venue too. I'm not mentioning that just because my daughter's on the team, not at all. But the change of date in this game, they had these players a little jittery. You know, they were ready for Friday. You see some mistakes you don't normally see now.
A give off left guard for 4, maybe 5 to the 41-yard line. Good job there by Suarez. If he was headed to the point of attack, but that was kind of clogged up, and he kind of stepped to his right and found some opening. He'll bring up a 3rd down and 4 from the 41 of Rancocas Valley. Slot formation to the left side. The give off the right side. Here's Suarez, has the corner, and he's going to pick up the first down to the 35-yard line.
If you can see that again, he needs to probably take one more pause before he gets the ball on his steps. He ran in front of one of his pulling guards. You'll see the backside guards coming in, and the running back is parallel with them. If he would pause 1 second, he would be able to get more yards with it. See how he's in front of 51 right there? Give himself a chance.
First down at the 34. Here's Heck with time. Now rushed, steps up in the pocket, looking to fight free, but he's going to be hit and dropped for a 2-3 yard loss on the play. Boker coming on to make the stop.
That's good pressure by RV. Don't give him a chance to set up and throw.
He didn't have much time at all. As soon as he received the snap, he was under heat.
So fast, I actually thought it was going to be a screen.
2nd and 13. They give off the right side for 3. Again, Suarez gets the call.
Suarez is stopped by RV's Danny Condris.
Colon and Condris combine to stop him. But now 3rd and long for the Eastern Vikings.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 receivers. This is a different formation.
Empty backfield. 5 receivers all to the left side. Here's Heck being rushed. Now finds room. There's nobody there. He's inside the 25 to the 20-yard line to the 10, and he's knocked down around the 7-yard line by Mangine.
So you mentioned it earlier, Tony. All these exotic formations doesn't really amount to much other than having the defense distracted enough for you to get rush lanes. I mean, you know, you just get any information you want. If it's something odd, it gives them a chance to run it downfield.
1st and goal now for Eastern. Trips to the left side, slot to the right side. Again, the empty backfield. Here's Heck being rushed. Heck is going to be grabbed. He's going to fight, but he's going to be dumped. He's kind of nifty in the pocket is Heck. I mean, he's able to elude the first rusher, but too many red shirts there for him this time.
And he'd be a great person to play golf with because he thought he was down and he was honestly, he stopped running, you know, he wouldn't change his score, but you got to keep playing till you hear the whistle.
Again, 5 receivers to the left side. This time the give off the right side. It's Frandon to the goal line, and he's in for the touchdown.
Yeah, I think the quarterback was one of the 5 receivers. If we can run that back.
And off to Frandon is good for touchdown.
Yeah, this is a direct snap.
So Eastern strikes first with 5:12 left in this first quarter of play. And when you see those exotic setups, those formations, and you're not used to that, could take you some time to kind of get acclimated.
Oh.
They're going for
the swing gate here.
2 off the left side and to the goal line and in. I think that was Frandon again.
Yeah, we're going to have to, RV's going to have to settle down and be able to react to these different formations. Just stay with your original keys.
So 5:12 left in the opening quarter. 8-0. Eastern on top. Well, over 45 years, Alimo Group has provided quality engineering services to public clients throughout New Jersey, and New York, Pennsylvania, and Delaware. Many of these clients have used Alimo Group services for years, and the firm has received many engineering and planning awards for municipal and state projects. Alimo Group services are tailored to a client's specific needs. These range from water wells to footbridges and nature paths to new structures and facilities. The Alimo Group can engineer your ideas and help you create just what you need. Phone the Alimo Group, 609-267-8310, or visit them at 200 High Street in Mount Holly. So Eastern strikes first on the 3rd turnover of this football game. 2 gotten by Eastern, 1 by the Mangine interception. Here's a very, very short kick.
Got a fair catch, guys. Got a fair catch.
And RV touches it, I think, and Eastern's recovered again.
We just talked about it. once it happens, you need to make an adjustment, tell your receivers, fair catch the ball, eliminate the possibility of a turnover.
Vikings recover the ball.
So the third turnover by Rancocas Valley, and
10 for the Vikings.
there's still 5:07 left in this first quarter of play. And as we all know from games at any level, turnovers can be the difference and normally is the difference. If you turn the ball over 2-3 times, you're not going to win many ball games.
No, you're not. But, you know, there's ones that happen during the course of play, and there's ones that are preventable. I mean, you know, after the first kick, you got to tell the guys what to do.
Brandon in motion to the left side. The jet sweep, he gets the call, turns the corner to the 10-yard line.
Now, that's a much better job of following his lineman. Like we pointed out before, instead of being parallel to him, tucked up right behind him.
15-yard line correction. Pickup of 4.
Down by Lowe.
Lowe makes the stop. They give again to Brandon left side. Finds room. Close to another first down. He may have it. Depends on the mark. I think that the Rancocas Valley defense is really in a spot where they have to come up big here.
Mm-hmm.
Third down at a yard.
Looks like they found something on the left-hand side here, Tony. There you go again.
This time to Suarez. Suarez able to dance and dodge, but he's got the first down. Picks up 2 or 3. They're going to mark it.
RV defense denies Suarez. However, it is first and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
So at this point, you know, if you see a team is going after one side or one player, you can make some adjustments. You can bring a blitz from that side. You can slant your line that way. You can. There's things you can do to eliminate that.
Suarez, the running back, along with Heck. Again, Suarez up the middle, inside the 5 to around the 3-yard line. They're going to mark it around the 4-yard line.
Handoff again taken down to the
So Suarez and
3-yard line.
Brandon alternating carrying the football for Eastern and doing it effectively.
That's 4 or 5 runs in a row. Look for a pass. There it is.
Throw to the right side and far overthrown the intended receiver. That's Jalen Egan, the tight end. Got rid of it quickly, but just too much on it.
Results in an incomplete.
So now third down. Here's the key play, Sam. Third down and goal.
3rd and 4th for the Vikings.
Brandon again struggling up the middle, goes to the goal line, and there is no indication from the officials. And yes, they do give him the touchdown. You could see the pile move. It looked as if they had stopped him early on, but he just kept pushing and fighting, and he got in.
Little rugby scrum right here. All right. Big against big. Who wants it more? Yeah, I think they were going to go for it on 4th down, even if they didn't get it. I think they have some movement on the left side of the line. You can tell by the 4 plays run in a row.
So now they'll attempt the extra point. Fully Love to attempt. Placed down and booted. And it is good.
Extra point is good.
So 15-0
Just over 3
Eastern.
minutes left in the first quarter.
On top
15.
of Rancocas Valley with 3:16 left here in this opening quarter of play. Well, there's something for everybody at Dempster Sports Pub in Mount Holly. Early bird specials, Mexican Monday, Saturday breakfast, Thirsty Thursday, a great menu featuring their scrumptious burgers, nightly entertainment, and a wide array of beverages. But Dempster Sports Pub was designed for the sports fan. You can watch all the NFL and college football games, plus baseball, basketball, hockey, soccer, you name it. And they have their own teams for shuffleboard, darts, and horseshoes. Dempster Sports Pub, 437 Pine Street, just off Route 38 in Mount Holly, where friends become family. 15-0. Eastern has taken advantage of the miscues by Rancocas Valley and One thing that's good if you're a Rancocas Valley fan is there's still 3:16 left in the opening quarter, so there's plenty of time for them to recover and win this game.
Telling you, if they don't make an adjustment right here, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. But at this point, they should know what's happening, and they let it hit the ground again.
That's picked up at the 34-yard line. Boker picks it up. So I don't know if they're doing this intentionally or what, Sam, but obviously it's causing some issues with Rancocas Valley.
So you have 3 levels on your kickoff return. The middle level is usually your athletic, bigger guys that can form a wedge or, block downfield, not necessarily your key returners. You keep kicking to them, if you don't make an adjustment, you have a 50-50 chance of making a play. At this point, you put your deep returners up front and you make them pay for pooch kicking it.
Rancocas Valley, 3 first quarter turnovers. That's led to 2 touchdowns. Slot formation to the left side from the 34-yard line. Mangine, Matlock, up the middle. Matlock with room. Matlock across the 40 to the 42-yard line.
And off to Matlock, good for the first down.
Picks up the first down. Picked at 46-yard line, pardon me.
So keep an eye out for the linebackers and secondary. They got themselves out of position that play by trying to, influence a blitz or whatever, but they're getting themselves out of position. That's why you have that big gain.
At the 46, Condris peeling to the right side. Matlock again gets the call. Matlock looking to dance and dodge. Doesn't do him any good as he is knocked down. A loss of maybe a yard, or could have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, and he did. Just couldn't find the opening there, Sam. They had it strung out nicely.
They sure did. They were filling the gaps. You just tuck your head and you get a yard or two and you get up and play it next down.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. The Red Devils, the number 2 seed Eastern, the number 7 seed in the South Jersey Group 5 playoffs. Slot formation to the right side, 2nd and 10. Jerome Hill in motion to the right side. The screen to the left side, and that's not going to work at all. Seemed like they knew that one was coming from the get-go. Complete to Matlock, but had no shot whatsoever to advance the football.
Yeah, they sniffed that out. They had one extra defender on the bottom of the screen, but up top they had if RV goes back to that formation, they would have the flats wide open. As you see here, they have an extra defender at the bottom, so they both broke up and make a play on the ball. I would come back to that formation and throw it to the flat.
But 3rd down and 12 for Rancocas Valley, so a big play here for the Red Devils, already trailing 15-0. 1:14 left in this first quarter of play. Mangine with protection, fires over the middle, and this one is too high. He had him at the 30-yard line. That was Myers, but just too tall for Myers. And that brings up 4th down.
That's a good call. In high school, the seam is the uncoverable zone. No one covers it anywhere, but it's a good call. Just off by a yard or so.
Mangine will be kicking it. Benson back to receive it. That is 24. Bounces at the 35. It's going to get an Eastern roll down at the 35-yard line.
Take it to the 35-yard line. 1st and 10.
So Eastern with the football and with a lead with 52 seconds remaining in this opening quarter. And if there's a big series in this game, I know it's just early and 52 seconds left in the first, Sam, but this is a big one for the defense of Rancocas Valley. They didn't want to fall behind by any more than 15-0 in the first quarter.
Absolutely not. You'll change your game plan. If they hold on here, you can stick to your game plan. If they go down another score, you have to start trying to get points faster than you normally would.
There's Frayden. Big hole. First down. Across the midfield line to the 48-yard line of Rancocas Valley. And they have shown the ability to run the football, Suarez and Frandon. Both.
Yeah, RV is traditionally pretty stout against the run, and it's the most I've seen someone run inside of them.
Here he is again to the 45 where he's tripped, but he picked up 4 or 5. He'll take that every time on first down.
Absolutely.
Run good for
What's going to be interesting, Tony, is if they do get a lead, when do they stop with the hurry-up offense and use more time? I mean, we're not lined up right on defense over here.
Again, Frandon up the middle, but he'll be a yard short of the first down. And now a marker comes late.
Now we're getting frustrated a little bit in the extracurriculars.
Well, RV, they're clapping, but let's see if the officials are going to make them clap after they give us the signal.
Oh.
So they were right to celebrate, as the personal foul is going to be called against Eastern, and
against the Vikings.
it's going to move them back 15. Sam, that appeared to be a dead ball foul after the play was over. So if that's the case, the down will count.
Right. You don't get to replay the down.
All move back into Eastern territory. Nose of the football at the 45-yard line.
Let's see if this is a drive killer, because they were moving, and this kind of thing, especially with the down and distance we have here. Are they going to stick to the run, or do they go outside with the passing?
2nd and 15 for Eastern. They don't mark this one up. They don't mark this off from the line of scrimmage. They mark it off from where the infraction occurred. So it was downfield. That's why it's only 2nd and 15 or 16 instead of 2nd and 25. Officials coming back onto the field, having a confab here.
I think they're trying to get the down right. They wanted, like you said, they had to move it to 3rd down now.
So a key play for both teams. 3rd down now, we'll call it 16 plus for Eastern. The ball at their own 45-yard line. They need the 39 of Rancocas Valley. Officials still haven't gotten things sorted out here. Now timeout. Quarter correction. That's the end of the first quarter of play with the score. Eastern on top by the score of 15-0. Well, over the years, Third Base Sports and Trophies has grown into one of the leading companies on the East Coast in providing all of your trophy and apparel needs. Located at 1960 Old Cuthbert Road in Cherry Hill, they provide one-stop shopping to their customers with outstanding quality, service, and affordability. Open Monday through Friday, 9 till 5, Saturdays 9 till noon. Phone 856-665-0114. Remember to stop at third base on your way home. And have you heard of Burn Boot Camp? Burn Boot Camp is a fitness facility that focuses on inspiring, strengthening women, physically, mentally, and emotionally. They offer high-intensity camps surrounded by a community of like-minded women with the help of a personal trainer. Clients learn how to maximize their individual potential and exceed their own expectations. Memberships include unlimited 45-minute camps, personalized nutrition guidance, one-on-one focus meetings with the trainers, and complimentary child watch. For more information or to sign up, visit our website, burnbootcamp.com/Hainsport-NJ, or call 856-924-8824. Here's Suarez with the call. Up the middle, continues battling. He runs hard inside the midfield line to the 46-yard line of Rancocas Valley, but that's not going to get it done for the first down. And they will be punting for the first time in this ballgame.
So follow this, Tony. They would have had a 3rd and 5, and they were driving, and they could have been in field goal range. That penalty not only killed the drive, it killed the momentum. Maybe RV can get back into it now. I mean, that little things like that certainly can be a game changer.
Heck will be kicking it, and back is Condris at his own 10-yard line. Condris, of course, very dangerous punt returner. Going to kick it away from him. Bounces down at the 25. He's going to pick it up at the 10. Starts out to his left. He's got a blocker in front. Does he have the corner? Bellies back, turns the corner, but they catch him at the 27, 28-yard line and push him out of bounds.
RV's Danny Condris on the return.
Ball going to be marked, call it the 31-yard line. Of course, Condris has that great quickness and has the ability to turn the corner right there. Just couldn't make it to whereby he had the wall set up, but still an effective return.
That was a really good job. He had the catch on the bounce. It wasn't one you can catch in the air, and he made the most out of what he could.
Just the start of the second quarter. 10:55 left until halftime. Rancocas Valley down 15-0 to the Eastern Vikings. See that punt.
This is normally where you get a block in the back somewhere or something, but to their credit, no fouls.
Kevin Lynch forced him out of bounds for Eastern. The Red Devils come out, trips to the right, Washington to the left. They give to Matlock. Cuts inside. Matlock breaks free. Matlock across the 35 to the 39-yard line. Ryan Lombardi makes the stop.
That's a good job. Eastern had a blitz from the defensive right, RV's left, and RV ran right away from it. It's a good call.
Pickup of 9 yards, 2nd and 1. Again, Washington split to the left side, slot to the right. Mangine to Matlock. Finds room again for the first down across the 45 to the 46-yard line.
And off to Matlock again, results in first down.
Suarez there to make the stop.
Another good play. 2 positive plays coming right at him.
They've shown the ability to run the football. A couple of negative plays, but for the most part, Matlock has done well.
Mm-hmm. And this is when they perform their best. No, like you said, no exotic formations or anything like that. Just line up, play football, and run it.
Again, Washington left. Hill to the right side. Condris in the slot to the left side. First down. Mangine. Mangine's going to keep it. Mangine has room. Cuts to his left. Continues driving inside the 45-yard line to the 42-yard line. Another first down.
He definitely had both backers following the back on that play. That was a good, patient run.
First and 10 from the 42.
So the Red Devils have it going on this drive. Slot to the left. First from the 42. Mangine to throw, but under heavy heat, rolling right, just gets rid of it, throws it away wisely as he was being chased, and looks like a flag. Let's take a look at number 4. That's Mo Howard, the defensive back for Eastern, and he was holding his helmet as if, no, I didn't do anything, but let's see it if it is against him.
However, there is a flag on the play.
Right there, yeah.
Personal foul.
Absolutely. You know, and those type of cheap shots and things, you don't need that in football here. That was behind the play, had nothing to do with the play. There's no room for that.
Penalty is against the Vikings.
Ball moved to the 27-yard line of Eastern.
Results in a first and 10.
But you can see how important penalties are, how it hurt Eastern on their last drive. Didn't let them pick up the first down, and right here at the 27-yard line is Rancocas Valley now of Eastern.
So those 2 personal 15-yarders, it's going to be Eastern's undoing.
Condris in motion to the left side, but the give is going to be to Matlock. Matlock spins to the 25-yard line. Looked like he had more room than he did, but he was caught from behind where he would have had a lot more yardage.
These still it's only maybe a couple yards, but these are still good plays because you can set up play action off of this. You get the defense lulled into the running game, you can pop it right on top, right behind the backers.
And you also saw Condris peeling off to the left side. Of course, they can also run the jet sweep off of that instead of giving it to Matlock. A lot of variations from that formation. Slot to the right side. Mangine again, Matlock. Matlock back to the line of scrimmage, but that's about all.
Mangine's handoff to Matlock. Stop.
Runs into a host of tacklers. Emil Davis there, but had a lot of help.
Yeah, he's the type of back, if he plants it and hits it, he's shoulders downfield, he gets yards. Once he starts dancing, it becomes a lot tougher for him to get yardage.
3rd and 7. Double slot formation. Team checks the sideline for the signals. Big play here, although they probably will be going for it on 4th. A big rush. Mangine puts it up. Downfield to Condris. Can't come up with it. Looked like Jerome Hill might have come up with it, but couldn't do it.
Yeah, the corner did a great job of coming off his man and breaking that play up. He does a zone turn, comes off and finds the ball and breaks it up. Good job.
So now 4th down and 7 for Rancocas Valley.
Now, the Eastern's giving the flats up all game long. All you have to do is a little out pad in the flat, get the first, and keep the drive going.
Mangine able to get that pass away, but still the rush was effective in getting to him. Looked like they're going to send people again here. Rolling left this time.
There you go.
Gets a block, now throws down the center of the field, and this one is incomplete in the back of the end zone. And Eastern has held on downs, and they take over.
So we have a rollout or even a sprint out here. It's tough because the quarterback's going to have to flip his shoulders all the way around to get it downfield. I was thinking that they're going to throw it in the flat right there, but you know what? You can't knock the aggressiveness, all right? They're going for it. They're trying to make a play. That's all right.
Kevin Lynch defending on the play, and so Eastern back with the football, leading at 15-0. Their left tackle, 6'4", 315-pound Jermaine Donaldson. So they want to run his way, and they have been. This time to give to Suarez, and Suarez is belted as he crosses the 25 to the 26-yard line. Malik Lowe coming up to make the stick, along with Mangine.
Good job by the RV defense. Good pursuit.
Brings up 2nd and 9 for the Vikings.
2nd down, 9 for the Vikings of Eastern. Heck throws over the middle. This one's complete to Egan. Egan's got the first down across the 40 to the 44, 43-yard line. Egan, 6'1", 220-pounder, picks up the first down. Nice when you have a target like that who can just find that slot, the seam.
Yeah, I mean, you saw the aggressiveness on RV's defense the play before, so what do? You use that against them. You say, okay, if you guys want to come up hard, we're going to pop it right behind you.
Slot formation to the left side. Now a whistle to stop play. Officials timeout. I think they might have had some problem with the sticks or the yard marker. Now they've got it straightened out. Clock book back in motion with a slot formation to the left side. Heck, they give to Suarez. Suarez right side, turns the corner, picks up 9. So they are definitely having success running the football inside, and there you saw it outside against this defensive Rancocas Valley.
Yeah, I mean, they're lining up quickly, but it's not necessarily a hurry-up offense, but they seem to pick the pace up a little bit right now. They're setting up this...
Suarez gets caught as he's looking to make his move before he can really get going. That was Edric. Looked like they had some communication problem there as they almost ran into each other.
Yep. They're setting up this wide receiver screen out here the last few plays.
Third down coming up.
Their substitution is as they trickle in and out. It's a little different.
Power I formation for Eastern. Straight up the middle to give, and struggling forward, but picking up the first down.
Vikings submarine for a first down.
So one thing we haven't talked about yet, Eastern has had the ball for quite some time. And on RV's last possession, you would like to see them maybe even get that first down, because it doesn't look like Eastern's going to give the ball up anytime soon.
However, there is a flag.
Some marker before this play even gets going.
A little chatter.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against both teams, so I think the officials might want to kind of clamp this down right now, because it can get chippy. I think kind of Rancocas Valley may be getting a little frustrated with their inability to stop them and score on offense.
Right. And I don't think Eastern's too shy about letting them know that. So it's not, you got to get back to playing football.
First down for Eastern, leading at 15-0. The ball just inside the 45-yard line of Rancocas Valley. The official now coming over to the sideline to talk over, I believe, with Coach Houseman, saying we got to keep this under control. We don't want any of this stuff. Please tell your kids that just play football.
You don't want this to change. He's going to bring someone out. You don't want this to change the game. I mean, you're going to have a good stop or big play or something, and if they're going to throw a flag at an inopportune time in a playoff game, that'll kill you.
Coach Houseman makes a substitution.
As he gently tells the player, don't do that anymore.
Throw to the left side. This one is complete to Beckton. Beckton picks up 7 for the first down. Just a quick pitch. You can send some of those receivers down the field, and then one of them just stays back and wide open.
Yeah, you just find the zone.
2nd and 4, trips to the left side, slot to the right side, empty backfield. Here's Heck. Sets up, throws to the right side, and this one is complete. Complete at the 30-yard line for another first down. That was Keat with a reception.
Simple pitch and catch, a little 5-yard out, get the first.
Got rid of it very quickly because Rancocas Valley was blitzing. Quick throw to the left side. This one is complete to Ruiz. Ruiz inside the 25 to the 22-yard line. These are just quick little pitches, pitch and catches, they say.
It is, and they're spreading the RV's defense out, and they are looking a little bit winded right now.
Trips to the right side. They give. Frandon up the middle. Whistle and a marker. Looked like it's going to be holding against Eastern.
That would be the quickest holding. It was immediately as the play started. I wonder if everybody was on the line of scrimmage, if they had enough guys lined up.
Is holding the call against Eastern.
Wow.
That'll cost them 10 yards.
Eastern will be charged with holding.
Yeah, Tony. 10 yards, momentum, and time.
Place it down outside the 35 at the 36-yard line. So there's no question that Eastern really has played very well offensively in this ball game. Rancocas Valley, on the other hand, has had some moments, but in spurts they have not been able to sustain anything. When they need a big play, they just haven't been able to make it.
Right. But they've shown that magic all year long. It's coming. It's coming.
Trips to the right side. Heck. Here's Frandon. Inside the 35 to the 34-33. 5'11", 190-pound senior is Frandon. And he, in the combination with Mike Suarez, has been very effective on the ground for this Vikings team.
I would look for something in the seams. They should have man coverage to lock that up right here.
Heck being rushed. Heck over the middle. It's intercepted by Edric. Edric with nobody except the quarterback, and the quarterback, Heck, comes up big to knock down Edric. And of course, I'm sure he's going to be hearing about that in the locker room. What do you mean you let the quarterback tackle you?
So he reads screen right away. Right away. All right, he follows the quarterback's eyes and gets right in the lane, picks it off. He had that play sniffed out from the snap. That's a good play.
Heck comes up to make the stop, chopping him down, going low on Edric. Didn't want to mess with the 225-pounder up high, but a huge play, and we've had a lot of turnovers in this game, but of course, Eastern's been able to cash in on their opportunities, and now here, Rancocas Valley has another opportunity to do something with it.
Yep, they have three and a half minutes to punch it in here.
They're down 15-0, but they have the football at the 39-yard line of Eastern. Mangine with the give to Hill. Hill with the blocker in front. Hill makes the turn, and he's run out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Picks up some 7 on first down.
Results in a 7-yard pick.
Williamstown leads Washington Township 10-0 in another Group 5 tournament game tonight. And in Group 3, Burlington Township 29, Oakcrest 7. Mangine, the give to Ty Matlock. Matlock off the right side inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Appears he has enough for the first down.
Mangine's handoff to Matlock. Good for an RV first down.
It's 2 good calls, Tony. They should keep this up. The time isn't an issue. They're close enough.
Well, they've got plenty of time. Approaching 3 minutes. Now under 3 minutes left in this first half of play. Condris in motion to the left side, but Matlock gets the call. Matlock to the 25-yard line. Knocked down by Suarez.
Handoff to Matlock. Good for a few yards.
Picked up maybe a yard, not much more. Second and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 26-yard line of Eastern. Slot to the right side. Mangine punts, looks, throws deep down the right side for Washington, and this one is incomplete.
It's
Intended for the 6'3" Washington. We've seen him using his leaping ability and his size to come down with those, but Dominic Harris makes a very good defensive play.
Yeah, but you know, if you look at this, the corner and the safety, he had 2 receivers underneath him, and because they're right outside the red zone, the field is, he wanted to get that off faster. That's a dangerous play.
Now 3rd and 8. Rancocas Valley down 15-0, looking to get on the scoreboard before halftime. 2:11 left in this first half of play. Double slot formation. Matlock in the backfield along with Mangine. The snap. Mangine rolls right. Mangine, pump fake, now rolls left. Gets a great block. Going to take it himself. Mangine past the line of scrimmage, but he's not going to get near the first down. Knocked down at the 25-yard line.
Mangine scrambles back to the line of scrimmage.
So now 4th down and 8. Got back to the line of scrimmage, that's all, but really could not find anyone downfield. Was under pressure, had to roll right, went back the other way. Got a great block in the backfield, but just could not pick up anything.
I mean, he did a great job of buying time. I was just waiting for the touchdown pass. I mean, I've seen it so many times this year with him. I mean, that was not uncommon. But he did a great job extending the play.
4th down and 8 from the 26-yard line of Eastern. Rancocas Valley has struggled down deep. And the left offensive tackle, I believe, lifted up, and that's going to cost him 5, and it's going to bring up a 4th down and 13.
False start on the Red Devils.
Yeah, they just, if they were going to kick it, they just took themselves out of range of that now.
Bringing up 4th and 13.
I don't know if they're going to try and draw them off sides, but now your play selection is reduced dramatically.
The Red Devils just looking to get on the board here. Just 56 seconds remaining in this first half. They're down 15-0. Then the number 7 seeded Vikings of Eastern. And calling timeout is Rancocas Valley. They want to make sure that they know what they're doing here, and they pick out a play that's going to pick up the first down. They're not too many for 4th and 13. Highway Tire and Auto Service stocks a wide selection of tires for your vehicle. Their passenger tire inventory includes favorite brands like Goodyear, Kelly, and Dunlop. You'll get the best replacement tire for your car, light truck, or SUV right now. But there is more. Highway Tire and Auto Service, family owned and operated for over 50 years, also offers specials on oil changes, alignment and brake service. Highway Tire and Auto Service, 1661 Route 38 in Mount Holly. Phone them 609-267-5300 or visit them online at highwaytires.com. So 4th, we'll call it 14 for Rancocas Valley. What do you think Coach Hausman's telling his team right here?
Don't force it and give them a big play. Do not. Run the play we have called. If it's there, take it. If not, we'll go in 15-0 at halftime.
At the 31-yard line of Eastern, 4th and 14. Mangine, good protection. Fires deep to the right side for Washington, and this one is picked off at the goal line. Left sideline. Cutting back to his right is Keat. Keat to the 40-yard line, and that's a big play right there, Sam. 32 seconds left, not much time to do anything with it. Going for the 6'3 sophomore, but he threw it a little too short for him to go up and get it, and Keat makes the pick.
Yeah, that was more of a physical mistake than anything else, but that was the thing I just said, that you don't want to force that because there may be 32 seconds, they can get within range, field goal range, and that's the one thing you didn't want to happen. It should be a touchdown or out of bounds, not necessarily short, but you know, he obviously didn't try and throw it short, so you can forgive physical mistakes.
So Eastern with a football at the 40-yard line, their own 40-yard line, with 32 seconds remaining till halftime. They lead it 15-0. We'll see how John Dougherty will play it here. You see the defense for Rancocas Valley playing just about everybody back. Edric stopping Suarez, and Suarez has a few words for Edric, and he's going to draw the foul. Personal, I should say, unsportsmanlike contact, I think. Let's see how they call it.
Yes.
That is the call.
They gave them their warnings. They told them to. They gave them their warnings, so now they're going to start marking it off.
Edric coming up with a big stick. Suarez taking exception, and that's going to cost him 15. But, of course, if you're going to cost your team 15, probably this is a good place to do it because you really only have 21 seconds left in this first half of play. So they may just run out the clock here, leading at 15-0, and they will receive the second half kickoff as well.
Right.
That's what it looks like Heck is going to do. Take a knee. Some delay here in getting this one off.
No, I think
they're just going to put the clock back in motion, and that's going to be it. So he doesn't even have to take a knee. That's the end of the first half of play, with the Eastern Vikings coming in here and taking a 15-0 lead over Rancocas Valley. We're going to be back to recap the first half and talk about some other things, and we'll do that right after these words from Miller and Lippincott.
Update your home with the long-lasting beauty of natural stone at the Hard Yard. Lippincott in Mount Holly. We stock boulders, Belgian block, flagstone, stacking stone, and decorative gravel. We also offer a huge...
Okay, back here at Rancocas Valley, where the Red Devils are down by the score of 15-0. And Eastern has played well in this first half. There's no doubt about it, but I think really turnovers has been the difference. Eastern being able to capitalize on their turnovers, and Rancocas Valley has just not been able to cash in.
That's right. You know, big plays were more like big mistakes, and Easton taking advantage of that. You know, I don't know if it was the change of date from yesterday till today, but Arby's come out a little bit flustered, making mistakes we don't normally see them make. And another second surprise thing is Arby's defense against the run all season long has been pretty tough. They seem to be opening up a little bit now. I don't know if it's Eastern size on that side of the line, the offensive line, but they seem to be taking advantage of that right now.
Some updates on some scores in South Jersey. In Group 5, Williamstown continues to lead Washington Township 10-0. In Group 3, Burlington Township 29, Oakcrest 14. And in non-public 2, Immaculata 28. Holy Cross has 7. Well, Bill Gordon Mount Holly Pro Day is proud to support Rancocas Valley football. Bill Gordon Mount Holly Pro Day is an annual not-for-profit event established in 1998 as a way to financially support area youth programs. Everything from Pop Warner football to the Mount Holly Library. The 21st annual Bill Gordon Mount Holly Pro Day coming up next spring. Check out the details online at onlc.com/Pro Day. And Parent Chief Chapels has been part of the greater Mount Holly community for more than 180 years. Community service and participation are both part of their heritage. When you have a need for their services, you can call them 609-267-0399. Go to their website at parentchief.com or visit their warm and comfortable offices at 438 High Street in Mount Holly. They are there to help honor the memory of your loved ones. Parent Chief Chapels, a proud supporter of the student athletes at Rancocas Valley High School. Well, we're at halftime. Score is 15-0. Easton has come in here and they've done the job. They've been able to run the football effectively. They've been able to throw the football effectively. But both teams really have committed a whole bunch of mistakes and turnovers, and that's played a big factor.
Yeah, you know, and it's about adjustments. You know, they're going to make adjustments at halftime too, but as we mentioned, you have the kickoff, which was a big-time turnover. You have the swinging gate that did for the two-point conversion. You have alignments where they're spreading the backers out and getting right behind them. I mean, the first half is a story of mistakes and adjustments made or not made. So we'll see what happens during halftime, because Arby still has that magic or the genie in a bottle. They're gonna have some broken plays with the quarterback, those are downfield, and he'll have his big play. But they have to eliminate these mistakes before they can do anything positive.
Again, we are at halftime on a chilly night, breezy night, but certainly a lot better than it was last night, where the rain and the wind was really howling. And of course, not only that, I actually saw some tornado warnings in Pennsylvania. So don't think they really had any, but there were some warnings going on there. A very inclement night to play football. Most teams did play last night, but a few teams did not. Williamstown, one of them, and of course Burlington City, another, and of course here it's Rancocas Valley down 15-0 to Eastern. We're going to take a break and get a couple of messages from Miller and from Lippincott once again, and then we'll be back to talk more here from Bill Gordon Field in Mount Holly, New Jersey.
Looking for a certified pre-owned vehicle? Miller Ford has a great selection to complement any lifestyle or budget. Plus, not just any car can be certified pre-owned Ford. Only the best cared for vehicles are chosen and then backed with Ford factory coverage, a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty, special financing, a clean Carfax report, and 24-hour roadside assistance. Find an affordable, reliable, and certified Miller Ford today. Miller makes it better. Route 38 Mount Holly and 24/7 at millerford.com. Pre-loved, pre-approved, and new to you. Visit Miller Subaru in Mount Holly and get a great deal on a factory-certified pre-owned vehicle. Our certified pre-owned vehicles are all backed by Subaru and come with a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty, special financing, a free Carfax included, and 24-hour roadside assistance. Get all of the luxuries and peace of mind of a new car at an affordable price. Miller makes it better. Miller Subaru, Route 38 Mount Holly, 24/7 at millersubaru.com.
catch the ball, run, and think all at the same time.
All right, back here at Rancocas Valley, 15-0. Eastern on top of the Red Devils, and had a lot of turnovers in that first half. Let's take a look at the scoring plays in that first half. At 5:12 of the first quarter, TJ Frandon with a touchdown run of 13 yards, and that made it 6-0. Point after was a 2-point conversion also by Frandon that made it 8-0. At 3:16 of the second quarter, again, Frandon with a 4-yard touchdown run. The point after the traditional way was good. That made it 15-0, and that's where we are right now, 15-0. Here you'll see a 4-yard run by Frandon, pushing the pile. And he got in for the touchdown, and then the conversion made it 15-0. So Rancocas Valley has had some moments, but they just have not been able to get into the end zone. And scoring is such a big part of this football game. You can move the ball up and down the field all you want, but if you don't score points, you're not going to win many games. And of course, they have won a lot of games, 6 of them to be exact, but so did Eastern, and they're showing that they are a pretty good team themselves.
That's right. I mean, if Eastern goes back to that inside running game, if they wanted us to push the ball 2, 3, 4 yards at a time, it's going to be a tough half for RV. If Easton gets out of character and does something they don't typically do, then it'll give RV a chance to come back. But so I'd like to see how fast this hurry-up offense is going to be in the second half, because they would want to use up time, but you also don't want to get out of what you normally do.
And of course, turnovers. We've seen turnovers in this first half. As we have mentioned, it's been a turnover fest actually. There you see Edric with a pick, the latest turnover, and there's Heck making a really good play, because if it wasn't for him, he would have picked 6 right there, no question about it.
Touchdown saving tackle changed the whole dynamic of the game with the score right there.
So we're approaching the start of the second half, and Premier Barbershop is the place to get your haircut. We're going to look at another replay right here.
Yeah, that's another running play. It's toward the right this time, but still, I mean, they're dominating the line of scrimmage on that play.
That was Frandon's first touchdown run.
As the players prepare for the second.
Premier Barbershop is the place to get your haircut. They have experienced barbers at Premier who specialize in the latest styles, fades, temple tapers, mohawks, comb-overs, designs, and much more as well. Premier Barbershop is at 14 High Street in Mount Holly. They're a diversified establishment. If you look good, they look good. Get at Premier Barbershop in Mount Holly. And Salvito's Pizza is located in the Rich Shopping Center in Voorhees. They have spent 35 years serving the community. It's a local business, open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. till 9 p.m. Salvito's has great pizza and much more, including a fabulous dinner menu. Phone 856-566-8486. Salvito's is a proud supporter of local high school sports and community events. They offer discounts and fundraisers for local schools and organizations. Salvito's Pizza in the Rich Shopping Center in Voorhees. So both teams are back on the field, and of course, I think Dan Hausman had a conversation with his team, as did John Dougherty. Well, what do you think Coach Hausman was saying? I mean, we got 1 half left. How much do you want it? Go out there and play the way you know how to play and stop the turnovers, and let's get things going.
That it's part rah-rah, but I'm gonna tell you what, I think part of it is scheme and what they need to do too. So you got a quarterback and a couple of the receivers. You got to fix some technical errors, but it's not really emotion alone, because we've seen emotion actually get penalized in this game because they've been bickering back and forth, and a couple late hits and all that kind of stuff. So the effort's there and the emotion is there, but they have to execute. So what they need to do is get their heads back into the game. I'm sure you may have said that using some different terminology, but they need to get it's all in the head. It's all between the ears right now. That's the difference.
And I think in that first half, Sam, there were some instances where the scheme kind of played a big role in what they were able to accomplish, that being Eastern, of course, because they had some crazy formations. They set up with 5 receivers to the left side, and then they ran the football. So some unexpected things. You would think, obviously, that Rancocas Valley saw them play. They looked at the film, but some new things, some wrinkles maybe in this game that they weren't expecting.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because they can make it look like they had big changes in terms of the formations and motions and shifting, but in reality, it's, hey guys, everybody line up on the right, everybody line up on the left. Just do something different to distract the defense. So it takes little practice time, but it has a big effect in the game because you're just going to run the same play, just changing the formation.
So Rancocas Valley will do something they haven't done this entire ball game, and that is kick off. Of course, they would much prefer kicking off after scoring. But in this instance, it'll be to start this second half of play.
Now let's see if they try and pooch it in the hole just like Eastern did to them.
Back to receive it, Fraden, along with Kevin Lynch for Eastern.
RB's Joey Bryson will kick off.
Joey Bryson, the freshman, will be kicking it away for Rancocas Valley. $15-0 Eastern on top of the Red Devils as we start the second half. Tony Blum, Sam Jenkins here to bring you the action. From Bill Gordon Field. Their kick taken at the 29-yard line and tackled immediately was Chase Stafford.
Yep, another non-traditional kick, but it ended up well.
Recovered by Stafford. Puts the ball on the 40-yard.
They'll put it down at the 33-yard line, and as we've said many times throughout this season, the first series of this third quarter, very important. Probably more so for Rancocas Valley than for Eastern, who have a 15-0 lead. Slot formation to the left side. Andrew Heck is the quarterback. Takes the snap, throws it to the left side. This one's complete for a first down.
You can, if you run that back, you can look at the alignment. I mean, if you're going to give them 5 to 8 yards just by your alignment, that's going to be easy pitch and catch. You'll take that all day long.
Jordan Diaz, the reception on the first down. Just a sophomore as Diaz, not the biggest at 5'7" and 140, but he's got some quicks. Here's the give up the middle, and not much there this time.
Good day.
For Suarez. Suarez, every time he's tackled, seems to take exception. Looking at the tacklers and saying, "How dare you tackle me?" But
that's a great personality trait to have. That's more like the RB defense we've seen.
2nd and 9. From the 46, here's Suarez again. This time takes it to the left side, to the midfield line, picks up 3 or 4, and that'll bring up a third down. 3rd down and 7. Looked like he got a little more than that, but they're going to mark it at the 48-yard line.
Okay, we have no deep safety here.
Slot formation to the right side. Again, here's Suarez. He spins, and he's going to be dumped at the 47, 48-yard line. So he's going to be 3 yards short of that first down. That brings up 4th down. The question is, what will Eastern do here? Do they want to give Rancocas Valley great field position if they don't make it on 4th down? And obviously they feel we're going to go for it because we think we can make it. Maybe trying to
draw them off sides, right? Yeah.
Because it's 4th and 4, so the 5-yard walk-off would give them the first down. See if they call timeout and bring the punter in. Back judge is calling a 5-yard walk-off penalty for delay of game, but they don't really care about that. They spent most of the time just looking to the sideline, Sam, instead of getting up to the line of scrimmage and trying to draw them off sides.
If you have a punter with a pretty good leg, sometimes the 5-yard walk-off works to your advantage. It gives you a little bit more room to punt the ball and without the fear of a touchback.
Heck will kick it from his 32. Condors back at his 20. Snap, a line drive affair, bounces down. Let's see if Condors gets away from this one, and he does. Going to be down to the 22-yard line. That one would have been just a little too dangerous to pick that one up.
That's right. That's right. Just get your players away from it.
So Rancocas Valley's defense did what they had to do. They stopped them on the first drive of the third quarter. And now, of course, it's up to the offense of Rancocas Valley to put some points on the board.
They certainly stiffened up that last drive, even with the quick pass outside to the wide receiver. They rallied to the ball and minimized the damage.
They trail at 15-0. 9:45 remaining in this third quarter of play.
First and 10 from the 22nd.
Bunch formation to the right side. We've seen this before. Dancing and dodging in the backfield, looking for some room, but finding none.
Yeah, they started the game off with that. That's the same thing we mentioned at halftime. You know, get an exotic formation and maybe confuse the defense. But you brought all the receivers in, so the defense is compacted, so there's not a lot of room to make those moves. Normally, you want to spread the defense out so you can get up in between the rush lanes.
Matko Assis with the quarterback direct snap. Give off the right side, or the snap to the right side, and cross the 25 to the 28-yard line.
And there's an example, Tony, of that. They spread them out a little bit, now there's a little bit more running room.
That was Matlock on the carry on the direct snap. So Mangine, if you've noticed in his first two plays, is not the quarterback. He split out to the left side. See how this works out for the Red Devils. The motion to the right side is Condors. Here's Assis. Looking for some room and finds none. Now able to pull free, but not going to get the first down. Still struggling to the 30-yard line, but not going to get to the first down. So, Sam, what do you think exactly is the thinking of quarterback, I should say, Coach Hausman, with this setup?
You know, this is apparently a package they must have worked on during the week, and they had a few plays off of it, and they looked for something on Eastern's defense and said, hey, this is the time to do that. I'd be hesitant to take the ball out of Mangine's hand. He's a playmaker, and you want the ball in his hands as often as possible. But, there's something they worked on, there's something they've seen.
Mangine will be kicking it away. Lynch back to receive it.
Oh.
And they fake it in a room. Here's Myers. Myers with one man to beat. Myers cuts to his right. Myers at the 20. Myers continues driving, and he's to the 10-yard line. So the fake and the huge gain by Danny Myers, and just great execution there, Sam.
Brings us into the red zone.
You would never expect a fake punt from that position in the field at this point in the game. So it takes some courage to run that. It definitely caught them sleeping. Well, look at, and how about the effort with Myers? How about that effort?
Had some blockers in front. So Myers, and he's been involved in a number of plays like that over his career. Always seems to come through. Mangine takes it straight up the middle.
I'm still thinking about the fake punt. If that didn't work, oh my goodness, could you imagine?
Mangine keeps the ball.
Picks up a few.
Second and 5 for the Red Devils.
Now, if there ever was a time where you have to score, this is it.
Gives you a big emotional lift. Mangine
nice run,
with
nice
a flag
play.
down. Matlock to the left side. And Matlock is in for the touchdown, or is he? They say he was out at the half-yard line, but there's a marker.
Oh, you can stick that ball out, son. Let's go. Get in there.
So I've seen no indication. Here it is again.
Oh, he did stick it out. Huh.
So here's the indication. Illegal shift to call.
So now you want to talk to each other, keep your composure. Let's move on to the next play, guys. All right, let's just get it in. Keep focused on your goal right now.
So it's a legal shift. He didn't point to either team, but I'm going to assume it's against Rancocas Valley. I don't think there's any illegal shifts on defense.
No, I don't think so.
Second down now, the ball just outside or on the 10-yard line. Condris looking to turn the corner. Condris is surrounded, and Condris just basically gets back to the line of scrimmage, or may have lost a couple of yards.
The good news is now you see Eastern is flowing hard to the outside plays. Now it's time for reverse. Now it's time for a throwback or counter. Something going the other way. Use their aggressiveness against them. Here's the time right now.
3rd and goal from the 13 for Rancocas Valley. So since that fake punt, things have not gone well for the Red Devils. Of course, that illegal shift penalty was a killer because they would have had a goal line situation from the 1-foot line. Trips to the left side. And a marker. Could this be encroachment?
Flag on the play before the snap.
It is. So they get those 5 yards back. Of course, a little different situation. You were at the 1-foot line when you got the 5 yards marked off against you. Now you're at the 13. But it brings it to the 7-yard line.
All right, so again, like we said, Eastern is giving everything they can to stop this play. Use that against them, you know, bait them.
Trips to the left side. 3rd and goal from the 8. And Gene moving up under center, now talking to his offensive lineman. The snap. Fires to the left side, and this one is caught! Nice. For the touchdown. That's Danny Condris.
Danny Condris is
nice
in the end zone. Good for set.
Nicely done touchdown. See if we can check that one out again.
That's a corner pattern, and he's going to let this ball go as he's making his break. It's either caught or out of bounds. That's how you throw that ball. It's either touchdown or incomplete. Don't even bring the defender in. Good job.
And you could see he had his man beat by a couple of yards there. Bryson will attempt Mangine to hold, and we've seen him throw from that holding position.
I was going to say, after that fake punt, keep your eyes open. Who knows what's going to happen here?
Their kick. And it is good.
The point is good.
So now 15-7.
Rancocas Valley
Eastern on top.
Vikings 15.
But Rancocas Valley took them a while, Sam, but they finally get on the board. They trail it 15-7. For over 45 years, Alimo Group has provided quality engineering services to public clients throughout New Jersey and New York, Pennsylvania, and Delaware. Many of these clients have used Alimo Group services for years, and the firm has received many engineering and planning awards for municipal and state projects. Alimo Group services are tailored to a client's specific needs. These range from water wells to footbridges and nature paths to new structures and facilities. The Alimo Group can engineer your ideas and help you create just what you need. Phone the Alimo Group at 609-267-8310 or visit them at 200 High Street in Mount Holly. So they finally, off the fake punt, get it in scoring position, and they capitalize and get the 6. and now trail at 15-7.
You know, there's something to be said about being creative enough to find a way to move the ball. You know, it doesn't matter even how unconventional it is. Whatever they got to do.
Kicking it off again will be Joey Bryson. Just a freshman. Kicks it to the left side, and this one just doesn't get out of bounds, as Fraden was just watching it saying, I think I'm going to wait till that one gets out of bounds and get the football to 35, sort of like a slow roller down the left field line, just waiting for it to go foul,
right.
But it didn't. It stayed on the field.
And if he would use that rule that we mentioned a couple of games ago, if his shoulders are
Vikings take over
perpendicular to the sideline, pick the ball up. If you're still running sideways to get it in a parallel, then you will let it go. So his position, he did the right thing by picking it up.
Eastern with the football, but now their lead sliced to 15-7. Group 5, South Jersey opening game between the number 2 seed, Rancocas Valley, and the number 7 seed. Ball at the 21-yard line. Going back to the running game, but Rancocas Valley has stiffened. May have lost a yard or just gotten a yard forward progress, and I think they made some adjustments at halftime, Sam, because they're playing much better against their running game.
They certainly have. They said, look, what you are not going to do is run inside anymore.
Pickup of a half a yard. We'll call it 2nd and 9 for Eastern. The snap and the give up the middle with a marker down. Just a gain of another yard. That's about all by Fraden.
Trading gains about a yard. However, there is a flag on the play.
If it is against Eastern on a 5-yard walk-up, it'll be interesting to see if they're going to want to take it here, as it would bring up a 3rd down and 8 versus a 2nd down. And what, 14? Give them an extra down. They have an offense that can pick up that kind of yardage.
You called it. They declined it.
It's been declined.
Now 3rd down and 9 from the 22-yard line. Eastern on top, 15-7.
All right, last time they were in this formation or something similar, it was a quarterback draw. We have a lot of people outside.
Empty backfield, long throw to the right side and just overthrown Keith, who had a step on Jerome Hill, and he's the receiver that Coach Houseman was most worried about before the game was Dante Keith, 6'2", 180-pound senior, and right there you saw he had 2 or 3 steps, but just overthrown.
Definitely a high-risk play, but you know what? If you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers, it might be worth it. So he was a little early on that pass.
So Heck will kick it away, we think.
They're right.
Back to receive it is Danny Condra, standing at his 45-yard line. So Rancocas Valley not only gets the stop, but could get excellent field position. Here's the snap and the kick. Condras is going to watch it and get away from it, because that's just not one you want to try to feel. It's just not one that you're going to have much ability to do anything with, and the ball going to be down to the 29-yard line.
Mark that play, Tony, because that change of field position right there is big. I mean, you know, there wasn't much more you could do with the punt. The bounce and the punt definitely advantaged Eastern on that play.
So the Red Devils with the football again. They have turned Eastern aside on their first 2 drives of this 3rd quarter. Were able to execute a perfect fake punt. Myers with a big gain, getting it into scoring position, and then the touchdown pass to Condras and the extra point.
Definitely still have enough time to run the regular offense here now that they're within a score.
4:08 left in the 3rd. Stack formation to the left side. Mangine, quick throw to the right side, able to elude a tackler is Matlock. Eludes another, cuts back to his left, up the middle with 1 man a beat. He's into Eastern territory off the quick pitch to the right side. A big gainer.
That's a great call. I mean, he broke that tackle. That could have been a 5-yard loss. He turned to a 20, 25-yard gain. That's a great effort and a great call.
On the 45-yard line of the Vikings.
At the 45 now of Eastern. Matlock could have taken himself, eludes one tackler, but caught from behind and dropped just inside the 45-yard line. Fraden making the stop.
Run, good for a couple of yards.
Frandon, pardon me, makes the stop. Pickup of a couple. Good look at quarterback Bryce Mangine, headed to the University of Pennsylvania next year to play baseball. It's a pretty good pitch right here. Mangine sets. Mangine
double move.
Throws to the left side. Here's Jerome Hill, but Jerome Hill had to look to his right, or was looking to his right, and then had to switch off the other shoulder, but the ball still overthrown.
Looks like they went back to the slant and go, but he didn't give himself enough room, so the fade will be on the outside shoulder, so he turned it back and forth.
That brings up a third down. Long 7, short 8. Will Rancocas Valley ball at the 43-yard line of Eastern.
Definitely aggressive play calling on both sides.
Whistles sound and timeout called on the field. This time it's called by the Vikings. 3:04 left in the third, 15-7. Eastern on top. Well, there's nothing, or there's something, I should say, not nothing, but something for everybody at Dempster's Sports Pub in Mount Holly. Early bird specials, Mexican Monday, Saturday breakfast, Thursday. A great menu featuring their scrumptious burgers, nightly entertainment, and a wide variety of beverages. But Dempster's Sports Pub was designed for the sports fan. You can watch all the NFL and college football games, plus baseball, basketball, hockey, soccer, you name it. And they have their own teams for shuffleboard, darts, and horseshoes. Dempster's Sports Pub, 437 Pine Street, just off Route 38 in Mount Holly, where friends become family. 3:04 left in the third, 15-7. Rancocas Valley trailing Eastern. They have the football with a third down and 8 at the 43 of Eastern.
So Eastern called that timeout, so I don't know if it was just a personnel thing or they're going to bring some pressure here. We'll see. I wouldn't give Mangine time to throw if I were them, because he can make things happen.
Slot formation to the right side. Washington out to the left. Look to the sideline as Eastern shows some pressure, then backs out. The snap. They're coming. Mangine now rolling to his right, being chased. Throws to the right sideline, and this one's complete. Maybe just a little short. Did they knock it away, or did he make the catch?
I believe he knocked the ball loose.
Well, the official hasn't moved yet, so he's still standing there. Let's see if he did drop it. He did.
Mangine's pass results in an incomplete.
So that's going to be fourth down now. And Mangine is going back to punt. And he's also the quarterback, of course.
Back to their most productive play so far.
Dominic Harris waits for it at his 10-yard line.
To punch. Harris to return.
You see Danny Myers sets up right in front of Mangine. He, of course, had that great hunt, fake. Mangine kicks it along the ground, wants to pin him deep. Excellent. Does a good job here inside the 10 at around the 9 or 8 yard line. So he does the job, gives his defense the opportunity to hold right here and give them right back that good field position with 2:44 left in the third.
This is where you make your players aware of the big picture. I know we punted the ball, guys, but we're trying to hold them back here, so we'll get the ball back, at midfield or better. So they understand what you're trying to do as a coach, and you're on the same page. It works out better.
So Rancocas Valley has been able to hold Eastern their first 2 series here in the second half. They line up their best receiver, Keat, far out to the right side. Jerome Hill on him. The give to the right side is Frandon. Frandon has room, picks up some 7 yards. Good start to this drive. But is there a marker?
Brandon picks up 7 yards on the carry.
Eastern's definitely formation play oriented. You can tell, that's the running formation. It's going to be to the left side. They got a holding call. Okay.
There is a flag on the play.
Those penalties can really hurt you. You get 7 yards on first down, exactly what you want to start a drive, especially deep in your own territory. And now, holding call. It'll push you way back.
Holding on the Vikings.
Inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. And if you're Eastern, you don't want to make a mistake down here. Up the middle, Suarez for just about a yard. Check that. That was Frandon, pardon me.
Hand off to Brandon, good for a yard.
They're playing 12 yards off
second down.
of the receiver down here. I don't know if the Eastern is seeing that. We'll see if they make an adjustment.
Second and 14. Quick throw to the left side. This one is complete.
Next pass is complete.
But only for 3 yards to the left sideline. And that'll bring up 3rd down at 11.
3rd and 11 for the Vikings.
See how aggressive they are here. They're going to run the football, and that's Suarez, and Suarez looks to cut it back, but nothing there at all.
Again, good solid defense by RV. They stayed in their gaps.
Wakefield was there.
Connor.
So again, the penalty really changes the whole situation for Eastern. They get 7 on first down, but holding penalty pushes them back inside the 5 to the 4-yard line, and they're unable to recover from that. Now they're going to have to punt it from their own end zone, and RV will definitely get good field position here unless something unusual happens.
Are they going for the block or are they going for return?
Here's the kick coming up for it is Condris. Touches it, now brings it in, steps to his left. Condris inside the 45, inside the 40, and then he's going to be dumped right around the 35-yard line.
Condris returns to the 35-yard line.
There's been some strange kicking in this game, and right there, Condris able to haul it in. You see here.
Yeah, he did a good job of getting it on the bounce. This is when you rally your guys together and say, all right, you see what we did? We did the punts. We can move forward. Now we're in a position to score. All right.
Ball's going to be placed down right on the 35-yard line. Just 36 seconds left in this 3rd quarter of play. Slot formation to the left side. Washington to the right, and Myers is on the wing to the right side. The snap. Mangine. Mangine keeps. Mangine to the 31-yard line. Or he's pushed out of bounds.
He had a QB counter. He had a Myers is pulling along with the lineman. If he would have paused maybe for 1 more second, he would have been able to set up those blocks.
Picks up 5 yards on first down, but because he was pushed out of bounds, stops the clock. 24 seconds remaining. 3rd quarter. 15-7. Eastern on top. Mangine again himself. Mangine inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Mangine on the carry for a couple yards.
That should do it. for the end of the third quarter of play. So that's the end of 3, with Eastern leading it 15-7. And we'll be back with the fourth and final quarter right after this word from Miller.
Pre-loved, pre-approved, and new to you. Visit Miller Subaru in Mount Holly and get a great deal on a factory-certified pre-owned vehicle. Our certified pre-owned vehicles are all backed by Subaru and come with a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty, special financing, a free Carfax included, and 24-hour roadside assistance. All of the luxuries and peace of mind of a new car at an affordable price. Miller makes it better. Miller Subaru, Route 30.
Inside the 30 at the 29-yard line of Eastern with a 3rd and 4. Go for it on 4th.
I mean, this is 4-down territory, so you know you can run the ball inside here. You don't have to do anything special to try to get the first down on this one play.
3rd down and a long 4 for Rancocas Valley at the 29-yard line. They come out in a slot formation to the right side. Opening round of South Jersey Group 5 playoffs.
Eastern is expecting a deep pass based on their defensive set.
Mangine to Matlock. Off the right side. Spins away. He's to the 22-yard line. And he has a first down.
Good to the 20-yard.
It's a good change of pace. We haven't seen that all day. Lead blocker by Mangine.
So they keep the drive alive at the 22-yard line of Eastern. Trailing at 15-7. Mangine. Quick throw to the right side. Gets a block. Here's Hill. Hill along the right sideline. Hill to the goal line, and he fumbles the football. And let's see what they call it. Stays out of bounds. I believe he's out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
All right, as we look at the replay right here, great pitch and catch, good hustle. He has the ball in his inside hand. All right, so the stepped out there. Yeah, small fundamentals. If he would have had the ball in his outside hand, he could have stiff-armed and may have made it into the end zone there.
Personal foul is called against Rancocas Valley on the play.
I didn't see that.
Rancocas Valley picks up a personal foul call.
Here you can see it again. See that blocker.
Moves the ball back to the 20-yard line.
Must have happened out of camera range because we didn't see it there, but nonetheless, first down at the 20-yard line. But most importantly, Sam, is they retained possession. That was close to a fumble that was recovered by Eastern. Sideline was his friend on that play.
How about that? Yep. Best thing could have happened. That's right.
So Rancocas Valley at the 20 of Eastern, trailing at 15-7.
Officials look like they worked it out.
Trying to get things all straightened out here. The officials still waiting for them to put things back into motion. Looks like the down marker individual is having some issues, but I think he's okay now.
So I think we're in the situation where it might be first and goal, even though they are on, you know, whatever, 19 or 20.
I think you're right, because I don't see the second part of the sticks.
So if he's out at the 5 and then you add a 15-yard penalty on that, they should be on the 20, and it would have been first and goal on the 5. So maybe that's what they're trying to figure out.
Well, they're still talking it over. Obviously, they want to make sure they get this right because it's a very important part of this game and a very important call. And depending on where they put the ball down, could make a big difference.
So they coaches need to make sure the players understand that you can't get another first down. You have to get into the end zone.
First and goal at the 20 for Rancocas Valley. Long count. Mangine with a snap. Gets good protection, fires over the middle, and this one is caught, and he's going to spin into the end zone for the touchdown. That's the second of the evening for Danny Contras.
Danny's second on the day.
There he goes. He ran a skinny post. He got himself in between him. He got in between the defender and the quarterback, walled off the defender. He had no chance to stop. That's a great pattern. Nice pass. Good effort. Now they have to go for 2 to tie the game up.
Trips to the right side. Throw to the right side to Hill, and he's in for the 2-point conversion.
Good call. New life. RB has found new life. All right, execution is there. Good call, good drive.
Great execution there by Rancocas Valley as they tie the score at 15 and plenty of time left in this fourth quarter. 11-18. Well, over the years, Third Base Sports and Trophies has grown into one of the leading companies on the East Coast in providing all of your trophy and apparel needs. Located at 1960 Old Cuthbert Road in Cherry Hill, they provide one-stop shopping to their customers with outstanding quality, service, and affordability. Open Monday through Friday, 9 till 5. Saturdays from 9 till noon. Phone 856-665-0114. Remember to stop at third base on your way home. So you saw the replay of that 2-point conversion. Danny Condras, both touchdown passes, receptions actually in this game, and they missed him when he wasn't in there because now you have Jerome Hill, you have Danny Condras, you have Washington, you have a lot of receivers who can make plays.
Yep. They're expecting, so it's a strange kickoff return set. All right, now he's turning the ball to the other side.
Joey Bryson is just a freshman. He'll be kicking it away for the Red Devils.
Watch out. Keep your eye for the fair catch. All right.
Taken at the 23-yard line along the right sideline and pushed out of bounds.
Braden on the return.
Frandon making the catch and the return. Good field position for Eastern now at their own 40-yard line. But you see the offense coming to life here, Sam, but people kind of tend to forget what made it all possible was the Rancocas Valley defense.
That's right. What was it, three series in a row? They stopped them, right?
Exactly. Trips to the left side. Throw over the middle is complete to Becton. Becton is stopped short of the first down. Coming up is Mangine to make the stick.
Yeah, that was a lot tougher than it looked. He had to fit that in under the safety and behind the backer on that. That's an excellent pass. That's tough to defend. I mean, that's the seams we talk about each game. It's not much you can do unless you're an exceptional athlete.
Second and a yard for Eastern. Suarez, again, has not had much opportunity to run at all in the second half. Very tough runner, though, just didn't want to go down. But does pick up enough for the first down. McConnell making the stop for the Red Devils.
That's a good tough run. I would have liked to have seen a lot more red shirts around the ball after, the second or third broken tackle.
Heck throws to the right sideline. This one is complete. Again, Becton close to picking up yet another first down.
X pass to Benson. close to a first down.
That's Benson, pardon me, not Beckman. Benson, Stevie Benson.
They're taking what's available to them.
Give off the right side for nothing at all.
Suarez for a loss.
Suarez, a loss of 2 or 3. And that brings up a 3rd down and 5 from the 44 of Rancocas Valley.
That's a great play. He stopped that play before it started. He had the running back running lateral. Now they're forcing them to pass.
Empty backfield. Trips to the left side.
Bringing everybody.
Heck runs it up the middle. Has room. Picks up the first down to the 36-yard line of Rancocas Valley. Empty the backfield. Run it.
So that's a 6-man blitz. So you have to be careful. If you blitz in the same gap as the D lineman, then you're giving up a gap, and that's what the quarterback found right there. So they each have to make sure they stay in their lanes when they're bringing more than 4 or 5.
4 receivers to the left side there. This one nearly intercepted. Almost looked like one of the receivers got started early there, and that's going to be the call.
Yeah.
Interception taken back by a false start on the Vikings.
See there, one of the receivers, the inside man on the left side, got started a little too quickly, and that cost him 5 yards. So now 1st and 15, the ball moved back outside the 40 to the 41-yard line.
So they're alternating between outside plays, outside passes, quick hitters, and runs off the right side. All right, back to this formation. You know what they did last time here.
Looks like a run from the direct snap.
Yep.
But no success here at all.
Each time. We have learned from our mistakes.
Correct snap to Suarez results.
Suarez on the carry. Well, that's the idea. Rancocas Valley has been good, making adjustments in game and at halftime as well. If something's working against their defense, they have the ability to adjust, get the communication to their kids, and they seem to execute it well. 2nd down. 15. Trips to the left side, slot to the right side for Heck. Back to pass. Heck being rushed, throws deep down the right side, and this one is incomplete. Some jostling there along the right sideline, no flag.
Put your heads back, and the defender has just as much right to the ball as the wide receiver. So as long as you're going for the ball and coming up, if you run into each other, any accidental contact, you're not going to get a flag.
So now 3rd and 15 from the 41.
Brings up 3rd and 15.
Yeah, that sounds a little out of character. For 2nd down, they know the down distance. You think they would have just gone for a short, quick hitter.
Slot formation to the left side. On the wing to the left side is Egan, the tight end. We've seen him catch a pass in the slot. Heck, again being rushed to the left side. This one is almost intercepted. That one intended for Ruiz, and McConnell came up, and McConnell would have had 6, no question.
Pick 6. Watch his drop. All right, he essentially mirrors the swing pattern and then comes up. He drops, flips his hips. Oh, textbook. Would have been a great play. Textbook. I love to see good football.
Intended for Ruiz, and they're going to be going for it on 4th and 15. But a quick kick. Haven't seen this too often. Calling for the fair catch.
Good job.
That Condris?
Yep.
No, that was Mangine, pardon me. Mangine. It's almost as if he anticipated that play because he was kind of way back there, almost as if he was in punt return situation.
So, 2 plays in succession. That's good football.
You don't see the quick kick very often.
No, it's a lost art. And some people do it on 3rd down, so you certainly are not prepared for it, especially if you have confidence in your defense.
Yeah, the next thing we're going to see is if Eastern scores a touchdown, we're going to see him kick the extra point with a drop kick. Most people have no idea what a drop kick is.
Yeah. It has to hit the ground first, right?
Yes. Like a punt that hits the ground first and you kick it through the uprights.
Yep.
Mangine to Matlock. Matlock surrounded, and it looks like they're reaching for the ball now.
Certainly
Eastern is.
And
as you've seen, Matlock runs much better to his right than to his left. His right is his dominant hand, and he's going to carry the ball on his right no matter what, so keep him running to the right.
Pickup of 3 yards.
2 yards.
Ball marked at the 14.
2nd and 7.
7:58 remaining in this ball game. All knotted at 15. Mangine with a long count. Now the glance to the sideline. Double slot formation for the Red Devils. Mangine's going to take it himself. Cuts upfield off the block to the 19-yard line. 18's where they're going to mark it. Picks up some 3 yards, and that'll bring up a third. We'll call it a long 4 for the Red Devils.
So it is a first, Tony, at least in high school. Rancocas is using a big screen down there to hide the signals from the coach coming in. You can take a look at it. It's a big green piece of fabric.
Yeah, I see it there.
Yeah, you see
See it to the lower left of your screen right there. Third down at a long 4. Mangine with the snap. Mangine fires over the middle. This one's complete to Condris. Condris across the 30 to the 32-yard line. And what a game Danny Condris is having.
Yep, the same play they scored on down here. The sneak post is there, and that's the alley. It's just hard to defend. You can't defend it from behind. There has to be a backer underneath to deflect or make the ball go up higher.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Danny Condris coming up big. 2 touchdown receptions, and right there, the big first down. The give up the middle, across the 35 to the 37-yard line.
I think this is the offense everybody was waiting to see the whole game. I mean, they turned it on in the second half, you know. They lit a fire in them, and now they're here.
Matlock with a carry, picks up 5 on first. Really mixing up the run and the pass well are the Red Devils. Double slot. All tied at 15. 5:54 left in this ball game, or I should say in regulation. Quick throw to the right side, complete to Washington, slips a tackle, and Washington is dumped at the 40-41-yard line.
Good call, good pass, good catch, good tackle.
So now, third down and just a yard. See how they play it here.
Well, because they're going to go for it on fourth, whether they get it or not, they could take a shot.
Still 5:14 left in this ball game. Here's Matlock. Matlock spins away from a tackle. He's got the first down. Along the right sideline, continues to drive and then blasted out of bounds. And that's going to cost Eastern 15 big ones. What a great effort. Watch this run.
And results.
Look at this effort.
Against the defense.
Again, an unnecessary hit. You know, Eastern is his own worst enemy right now. I mean, they've been warned. They've already been penalized once or twice. I mean, that's all within the realm of their stuff they can control.
That was Suarez with a hit. Sometimes you just have to control those competitive juices, and Suarez has had some issues in this game, no question about it.
Yeah. You have to look at the big picture. You know, he's out, getting an extra hit, even without the penalty, it doesn't help anything.
But you saw that great run by Matlock as the hole really was totally closed where he was looking to go. And without that spin to the outside, they wouldn't have picked up the first down, or didn't appear that they would. And now they get 15 on top of it. Inside the 30 now at the 29-yard line of Eastern. 5:03 remaining in this football game. But again, we're all tied, so who knows? Matlock again. Matlock breaks the tackle, but not able to get away from Frandon.
I'm not sure if you caught that or not, but again, there's all these extra things going on in the game, standing over the receiver, everything that has nothing to do with football. Eastern needs to refocus and get back into the game, losing their composure a little bit.
Say no gain on the play, so 2nd and 10 from the 29-yard line. May have gotten a half yard, but we'll still call it 2nd and 10. RV now having a little trouble seeing the signals. As you can see, they had to move around a little bit. They glance over there at the sideline. Now they finally got things under control. Mangine steps up. Mangine, plenty of room, able to elude one man, but then fumbles the football, and it's recovered by Eastern. Kind of holding the ball, or as he was looking to cut there, Sam, he had it out.
Yeah, let's take a look and see. Did he get it? Did he pull it back in time, or is that when it fell out here? Let's see.
So a key play there. You see the fumble by Mangine, and Eastern now with the football.
But again, that's an effort play. He was trying to get more yards. You know, he's just trying to tuck it back in. So say, pat him on the head, say, don't worry about it. Get back into the game. Let's get this ball back.
4:05 left. Heck rolling to his right off play action, looking to take it himself, and he's going to be run out of bounds after a pickup of 3. Well, not even, only a couple stepped out of bounds at the 34-yard line. So the clock stops with Heck taking it out of bounds, and 2nd down now and 8 yards for Eastern. Trips to the left side. Heck back to pass. Heck looking, throws, overthrowing the intended receiver. That was Ruiz. Far overthrown left sideline.
That was the same play that almost gave up a pick six. Remember that?
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
They might want to look at the third option, which was the deep pattern there.
And now again, 3rd and long for Eastern.
3rd and 8 for the Vikings.
Trips to the left side. Heck throws deep down the center of the field for Becton, and he makes the catch at the 35-yard line. The full out extension.
Incredible.
For Benson.
Well, there's the third option we just mentioned. I think it's still in our signals too. But
1st and 10, Vikings.
He's been overthrowing some of his receivers, Sam, but right there, perfect.
That's effort. That's 1-2. That may have saved the game for Eastern if they can capitalize on this.
Stepping up with room is Heck to the 31-yard line, so he picked up a nice gain on 1st down. Good rush there by Rancocas Valley, but he was able to step up right through it.
Heck picks up some yardage.
Picked up 4 yards.
Yep.
Taken down by Jesse Eder.
Now they did their kicker can. I saw him making it from, I would say 30, 35 yards.
Clock continues to run now, under 3 minutes left. So if they do score, depending on what they score, how they score, doesn't appear they're in very much of a hurry here, Sam.
No, I think they're thinking the same thing. Either they're going to win it or they're going to win it, but they're not going to leave RV time to do anything with it.
They call timeout. 2:46 left. In regulation. All knotted at 15. Well, have you heard of Burn Boot Camp? Burn Boot Camp is a fitness facility that focuses on inspiring and strengthening women, physically, mentally, and emotionally. They offer high-intensity camps surrounded by a community of like-minded women. With the help of a personal trainer, clients learn how to maximize their individual potential and exceed their own expectations. Memberships include unlimited 45-minute camps, personalized nutrition guidance, one-on-one focus meetings with the trainers, and complimentary child watch. For more information, or to sign up, visit our website at burnbootcamp.com, Hainsport-NJ, or call 856-924-8824. Second down and 6. From the 32 of Rancocas Valley. Brandon peels out to the left side. Being rushed now is Heck, and he is going to be dumped. That was Edric.
Turning up the pressure on D now. You know, do you want to cover it? Do you want to not give him time to throw? And right now they've elected to put the pressure on him.
This time he couldn't step up, Sam.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
3rd and 13. Approaching 2 minutes left in this football game in regulation. Heck pumps, throws to the right side. Now the hook and ladder. And he steps out of bounds, or pushed out of bounds, about a yard short of the first down.
Hook and lateral over a defender.
And it's now 4th down, and they're obviously going to be, well, I shouldn't say obviously, no, maybe not. Let's see. Are they going to be going for it?
4th and 1 for the Vikings.
Yes, they are. Suarez checks in for Easton in the backfield.
Yeah, look for the no play first, and then
of course, got to look for the drawing offsides.
Absolutely. Oh no.
Rancocas Valley is happy. They say he didn't make it.
And the RV defense comes up with a big stop.
There's no indication yet. Officials call timeout.
It's all on the spot. We have to see.
And RV does hold him.
Great goal line. I was going to say goal line stand. Great 4th down. 4th down stand. There it is. That D-line this whole second half has showed up and it's shut down that run.
So now it's all up to the offense of Rancocas Valley. Bryce Mangine coughing it up when they were deep in.